Hi, good morning everyone. It's Taylor here with BreakOut Studios live online videos. We're getting ready for some ballet basics this morning. So I'll get some music playing, give yourselves time to get stretched, get in the room, and we'll get going here in about 3 minutes or so. Also, it's so cold this morning. It's so cold. We actually turned on our heater for the first time in like forever. So we'll start facing the bar. We'll do our usual warm up, but we'll go over it very quickly. So we're starting in parallel. Again, making sure the weight's placed over the balls of our feet. Even though we're turned in parallel, we're still opening up. The shoulders are broad, the hip sockets are opening and rotating in opposition. And we're gonna have, with the right leg, demi and point, and demi and down. Push and lower, waking up those metatarsals and lower. Other side, demi and point, and demi and down. Little push and down, and push and down. Then our rollers, plie, heels peel up. We try to leave the heels where they are as we straighten the knees and resist lower down. We reverse, press the floor away, over, plie, and stretch. One more time, plie, roll through, keeping those heels and ankles glued tight together. Reverse, over, plie, rotate to first position. Same thing in first, demi and point, and demi. Careful not to sickle. 2 pushes without lifting that hip. Other side, demi, point, demi, first, push the floor away, And our rollers, plie, roll through, up, lower, reverse, over, plie, stretch, roll through again, and reverse the roll through. And then we take a turned fourth parallel position. We'll fold all the way forward, all the way down. We'll reach long to come up, flat back, and vertebra back, come up, twist out the spine, other side, all the way down, come up long with a flat back, and vertebra back, come up, twist out the spine. Then we'll take the knee, we'll bring it up to the shoulder, circle out the ankle, one more little squeeze, other side, bring the knee, bring it up to the shoulder, circle out the ankle, and down. We'll take a little calf stretch, other side calf stretch, and I'll talk you through this as well. Any other stretches that you need, if you need a big grand plie, get up the shoulders warmed up, whatever stretch you need. But we'll start in parallel, warming up our ankles. Here we go. So a demi point, demi down, and demi, point, demi, and down. Push the floor away, just the toes, and push, and down. Other side, straight ankle here, point, demi, and down. Push the floor away, and push, and down. Now our roll throughs, plie, heels peel up, stretch, and down, reverse, over, plie, and stretch. Again, going through. Reverse the roll through, ankles glue tight together, and rotate to first position. Same thing, demi, straight ankle not sickling, and two pushes without lifting that hip. Other side, demi, straight ankle, over that second toe, and two pushes, using the toes to push the floor away, rolling through, plie, heels peel up, stretch, and lower, reverse, over, plie, and stretch. One more time, plie, up, stretch, lower, reverse, over, and ready for our stretch. Forth, and down. And long, flat back to come up. And grow tall and fold back. And twist out the spine. Other side, and fold forward. Long, flat back up. And grow tall to lean back. And twist out the spine. And bring that knee up to your shoulder. And circle the ankle out. One more squeeze for shoulder. And other side. Circle the ankle around. Strong, stable, standing leg. And one more squeeze. And down. Little calf stretch. Still having those abdominal muscles tucked up. And other side. And finish with whatever stretch you need to get out there. And we'll be done. All right. Moving on to some plies, and let's for today, let's do a plie combination that will go right and left right into each other, and we'll have a balance in between to get ourselves around to the other side. So we'll start here in first position, a natural first, make sure that knees are over the toes. We don't want to be turning out too much so that the backs, our pinky toes are off before we're rolling in towards our ankle. We still want to have all 5 toes on the floor, and our knees tracking right over our toes, not forward or not only the big toe. All right, so we have 2 demis, knees tracking over those toes, demi, and stretch, and demi, and stretch. Grand plie, the hips stay right under the shoulders, 6, and 7, and 8. We follow the hand as we fold forward, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, tendu, 2 seconds. We have a nice long time for that port de bras stretch. Same thing in second. We start with 2 demis and stretch and demi and stretch. As we grand plie here, the heels don't get to leave the floor. 6 and 7 and 8. We're going to reach out, up, and then towards the bar for a port de bras stretch. Come up, tendu, right into fifth. We have demi and stretch, and demi and stretch. Grand plie. Careful not to send the hips back here. Grand plie, 6. Press those heels down right away, and 8. The arm comes up overhead. We grow tall and turn our chin to the side so we're not straining the neck. As we put a bra back and come up, we'll tendu back to first. We'll plie, roll through, and balance. We'll have 2 8 counts here before the other side starts. So find a balance for maybe 8 counts. We'll cross over to susu. We'll sutanu around, finish, tendu back to first, and then we'll start right away to the left. So 2 demis, grand plie, and port de bras forward. We have a lot of time there to stretch. And second, 2 demis, grand plie, port de bras towards the bar, tendu, slice, grow taller to slice right into fifth. 2 demis, grand plie, port de bras back, tendu back to first, plie, roll through, and then we'll feel that balance in first position to finish off the music. We'll have about 2 8 counts. All right, here we go, starting in first position. And knees going right over those toes. Demi, stretch. Demi, stretch. Grand plie. And fold forward, following the hand. And roll up. And tendu back to second position. my joints this morning, so it feels great. All right, we'll take a tendu from first position now. A little rotating in and out action. We'll have tendu to the front. We flex, rotate in, rotate out, reach to a point and close. One more tendu into a plie. Same thing side and back. Tendu, remember right in line with that toe on our standing leg, not in line with the heel. Tendu, we flex, rotate in just with the hip socket, reach to point, close. One more to a plie. To the back, make sure the arm doesn't get behind us. Flex, rotate in, rotate out, reach to point. In and one to a plie. Now we just have 4 nice slow tendus to the side. 1 and in, and 2 and in, 3, in and 4. Really hitting that exact point each time. In. And then, either with one arm still on the bar and the other arm in first, or a big challenge, both arms in first, we're going to take 4 nice elevates. So pressing the floor away and lower down, and 2, and lower down. Careful as we go up that we don't lean back. We stay right, hips right, a little bit in front of our shoulders right, a little bit in front of our hips. Down and up and down, and then we'll finish. So again, either challenging ourselves here with our balance, or still a challenge, keeping one hand on the bar and pressing up and being careful not to go back as we rise up for those balances. Yeah, so tendu, flex, rotate in, rotate out, point and in, one more to plie. Same thing side, same thing back, and then we finish with 4 nice tendus, really massaging the floor with the full sole of the foot. When we do this flex and rotate in, rotate out, instead of thinking of the toes coming back to the shin, think of the heel reaching forward. That'll create a nice lengthening of the legs, lengthening the backs of the legs instead of just crunching the top of the legs. And as you rotate in, turn out, instead of the toes in and out, which just creates a lot of work for the ankle to do, try to think of the heel rotating in and that heel rotating out. That'll make it happen from the hips and the rotator muscles rather than just the ankle trying to do the work. Yeah, so really think of that heel driving all that flex and rotate in, rotate out. Here we go. And tendu, flex, rotate in, heel rotates. Now reach to point first. One more tendu, plie to the side. Flex, turn in, turn out. Point first, out, plie to the back. Tendu. Just through the music, elevate up and lower. Don't lean back, close those ribs, elevate up and lower. One more, elevate up, close those ribs, abdominals engaged and lower. Plie to release it out and we'll finish. Good. Nice. Let's turn around to the other side. Now for this side. After we finish off our 4 elevates, we lower, turn in, and we're going to stretch forward and do what you need. Pedal out the feet, shake out the head, bend and stretch. We'll fold forward for the rest of the music there. But same thing, and then a little stretch forward in parallel. All right, other side. And tendu, reach the heel to flex, turn it in, heel rotates forward. One more to a plie to the side. Flex, up and lower. No tension in the shoulders. Elevate up and lower. Turn it and stretch forward. And softly knees to roll up. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. And finish. Good. All right. Taking the tendu from fifth now. And this one we're going to be adding in a little arm through some transition movements to get some arm and leg coordination. As always, if the arm gets too much, feel free to mix it, leave it to the side. But if you want to add a little arm and leg coordination challenge, then here we go. So we'll have 2 tendus to the front, and 1, and a fifth, and a 1, and a fifth. Third one, we go through first, the arm comes through first. We brush through to arabesque and close. From the back, 1 and close, and 1 and close, and 1. First and first, brush to the front and fifth. 4 side, 1, close back, and 1. Same point, a little bit in front of us. Close front, 1, close back, 1, close front, plie, coupe front, little test your balance, 4, 5, 6, change to the back, plie again, and stretch. And then we start it from the back, yeah? So 2 tendus, in and in, 1, through first, brush front, and fifth. Tendu, and fifth, and point, and fifth, and 1, through first, extend arabesque, and close. 4 tendus to the side, and close, and out, and in, and out, and in, plie, scoop the toes to coupe back, and 4, test your balance on flat, plie, and stretch. After that, take a plie, have that working leg meet the supporting leg, scoop it up to a susu, and we'll feel that balance in a susu. Yeah, so the arms and legs, they kind of mirror each other. We're here to the front. As our legs brush through first, our arm comes through first as well, and then we extend it to the next position. Arabesque with that tendu foot, and arabesque with the arm as well. Yeah? All right, here we go. And the tendus will be nice and slow, so we have all that time to A, brush the floor and articulate through the foot, but also to think about the arm and leg coordination as well. Here we go. And 7, arm up, out, fifth, out, fifth, out, through first, arabesque, fifth, out, in, back, through first, brush front, fifth, side, close back, 4 to side, 2, close front, 3, close back, 4, close front, plie, coupe front, feel your balance, arms in first, knee rotate to side, plie, from the back, and tendu back, brush through first, brush front, front, fifth, front, brush through first, and back, 4 side, plie, rotate that knee to the side, coupe back, plie, stretch, and plie up to susu, and the lower abdominals are zipped up tight, the ribs are closed, and the shoulders are open and broad in that position, and plie, and finish, good. I say this so much to close the ribs as we're in a balance, and it's because especially as we grow taller in a releve balance. For some reason, I don't know why, our body naturally wants to perch back, and sometimes it's so slight we don't notice it. So most of the times we're obviously not going to be back here and be like, oh yes, I need to close the ribs. Sometimes it's literally just like half a centimeter that we're just perched back. And we can balance here, and it's fine, but the second we get to center and we start doing a lot more complicated movements and we're turning, even that half centimeter of being perched back is really going to throw us off. It creates a lot of tension in the neck as well. When we're forward, automatically there's less tension. Here we're able to spot for our turns more easily. It's really hard to spot when we're back here. So really be aware of that. If you don't have a mirror in front of you or to the side of you, just think about, I like to think of my shoulders a tad in front of my hips. They should be directly over, but sometimes when we think about directly over, we put them right over kind of our glutes or that little crevice right here. So I like to think just a little bit in front, and then I can feel way much more my core activated. I can feel that length there in my spine, and I feel way more secure. So really think about kind of almost exaggerating that body weight forward without sticking the glutes or the hips back. All right, other side, enough ranting. And then I watched videos of myself and I was like, oh my God, I'm not. All right, let's do a dégagé from fifth now. Okay, we'll do this one on quad. So using an arm to the front, side, back, or keeping the arm side, your choice, we'll have one close, straight, and one plie. Brush, pique, and fit. Side, straight, side, plie. Side, pique, close, fit. Back, straight, back, plie, and back, pique, on quad. Side, in, side, plie, side, pique, close, fit. And then we'll port de bras forward, come up. As we port de bras back, we never want to just sit and let the tummy go out. We want to go up, look towards our side elbow to not strain the neck. And as we come up, the arm floats to the side. And then we'll just finish there for today. Yeah, so on quad. One and straight and brush, plie, and brush, pique, fit. Side, straight, side, plie, and brush, pique, fit. Same thing back, same thing side, and a port de bras forward and back and finish. Really brushing the floor like you're about to do a big grand battement, but we stop the energy just 2 inches off the floor. So we're having this big energetic brush and a very controlled stop exactly where we want that toe to stop each time. Here we go. Full foot brushing against the floor. And brush, fit, brush, plie, and brush, fifth, brush, plie, gooey plie, yeah, pique, fifth, side, straight, side plie, lengthen it, yeah, pique, to the back, brush, fifth, brush, elastic plie, brush, pique, last time, side, plie, and brush the floor, pique, close, fifth, forward, stretch it out, and up, and back, lift, look towards that side elbow, and up, and finish. Good. All right, let's face the bar and we'll do our tried and true 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1-1. We'll do it twice through, so the second time you'll have the option to challenge your balance with the arms off the bar. Here's another moment where we need to have those ribs closed. If we're leaning back, it's really hard to control the fast switching of the legs. After we do twice through 8-8-4-4-2-2-1-1-1, we'll have a little grand plie down in first position to open up the hips. And stretch. Elevate, press the floor away. We'll balance in a coupe back on our right leg. Feel that coupe back action. Knee rotating out. And switch. Coupe back on the other side. Just through the music on your own timing whenever you feel secure in your balance. And then switch over to the other side. Through first, plie, and finish. Yes? So 8 dégagés, 8 dégagés, 4 dégagés, 4 dégagés, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Repeat it, arms in second, or again with the arms on the bar. Grand plie, elevate, balance, and balance, not leaning back. All right, here we go. Where did my music go? Let me just, don't go yet. Let me check the timing on this one. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Here we go. Facing the bar. 8 dégagés to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side and in. Abdominals pulled up. And 4. And 4. Foot a little bit in front of you, remember. And 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Again, arms off. Squeeze that supporting hip. Other side, squeeze it and lift. And 4. And 4. And 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Grand plie, release the tension in the hips. And press up. Releve. Coupe back. And feel that balance, ribs closed right away, abdominals pulled up. Elbows lifted here, air in those armpits. And switch to the other side. And plie, and finish. Good. All right. Moving on to some ronde-jambes. Well, from fifth position, 7 and 8. Slow ronde around front. Carry side, remember not directly side, to the back and close. 2 rondes, 1 around. Through first, 1 around. 4 more to tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Front, coupe, extend back, and fifth. And then we go from the back. Back, ronde to the side, ronde to the front, and first. Back, around, first back, around. Now 1 count each ronde. 1 and 2. Full foot brushes through first, and 4. We brush back, Heel comes forward, knee stays back to coupe. Extend front and fit. Then we port de bras forward. 2, 3, 4, coupe, passe, coupe, and fit. Port de bras back. 2, 3, 4, coupe, passe, coupe, fit. Port de bras side, 4 counts. Port de bras away, 4 counts. Plie, either to a susu or stay flat. We'll bring it up to a passe, drawing a line like you have. I tell my little kids, you have a crayon on your pinky toe, and you want to draw a line up your leg, right up to your knee for that passe balance, either flat or releve. Not leaning back. And then we'll finish right there. Yeah, so I'll go over it one more time, but for this brush coupe through step, we're not really going to hit a true coupe with our toe right in front of the ankle or a coupe back. We're kind of more going through a coupe to our side so that we can extend it past our leg. So back, coupe, and front. Yeah, so we don't kind of hit a roadblock and switch and out. It's just going right through that side, kind of brushes through our Achilles tendon right there. Yeah. So 4 count round. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 counts round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then move to 1 count. 1, 2, 3. It's slower than this. 4, and then front, coupe, back, and fit. We reverse all that, and then we have our port de bras forward, passe, port de bras back, passe, port de bras side, port de bras away, plie, susu, without lifting that hip up and passe, and then we take that balance there. For all those passes, it's just like that marionette doll, whoosh, not lifting the hip up. All right, here we go. And and 4 counts around, front, wrong side, rotate back. First, grow taller. Each time you close first. Front, around. Grow taller, front, around. Now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brush front, coupe through to the back, and fit from the back. Back, side, front, through first. Back, around, front. Through first, back, around, front. Now 4. 1, 2. And we brush back. Knee back through, coupe to the front, fit. Port de bras forward, 4 counts. Passe with that front leg. Passe, don't lift that hip. And to the back. And coming up. Now my inside leg goes passe back. And side away. And away. And stay flat or up to susu. Draw a line up your shin to that passe without lifting that working hip. And close those ribs so we're not leaning back. Feel that balance. Close to susu and plie and fit. Finish good. All right, nice. As we start now, kind of moving the leg around a bit more for round jumps, a bit more difficult. Make sure the arm doesn't start to kind of inch a little bit back here. Yeah, keep that elbow a little bit in front of our rib cage so that we always kind of have that weight more forward and we're never back and opened out. Other side. don't sag the elbows. I had a teacher back in college, her name is Blvd. She's like, if you Google her, she's like the LeBron James of ballet. Anyways, she, in our classes, she was just a very cute little French lady, and she would call port-de-bras port-de-pit. So it kind of made sense because we don't want to think about our arms just moving from our elbows and our wrists and our hands. We want them to initiate from our back, and with that it creates kind of a lot of air in our armpits. Whenever we have those arm movements, she would call them port-de-pit, port-de-pit, and it was a nice little visual to have. Anyways, on to fondus. Let me what did I do? I forgot what I did, but we'll just do a short little fondue to keep us going here. So, we'll have fondue to the front, fondue, knee close to fifth, and fondue to the side, fondue, knee close to fifth, fondue, knee side, knee straighten together at the same time, fondue, close to fifth, fondue to the side, close to suit, suit to new. We go right around to the left. Fondue to the front, fondue and a fifth, and fondue to the side, fondue and a fifth, fondue to the back, fondue and a fifth, fondue to the side, suit to new, around and finish. And then for the rest of the music, let's use the rest of the music to stretch, however you need to. Yeah. So the big important things about fondue, there's so much opportunity to work on, is that elasticity of the legs and both legs working together. So as we fondue, both knees want to hit their deepest bend together, and both knees want to reach their destination and straighten together. So it's a lot of kind of simultaneous work of the knees working together. The second thing, it's a nice thing to work on, is how we peel that foot off the floor for the fondues. So every time if our foot's in front, we want to keep that heel going forward so that knee can rotate to the side for that beautiful coupe. And then we extend that same beautiful shaped foot out. To the back, we want to keep those toes scooping to the back so that knee can go side, so that just that back of the heel connects to that ankle. We don't want to have this happen. Yeah, so be aware of those knees straightening and bending at the same time, and how we peel that foot off the floor for those coupes. All right, here we go, right and left. And we're gonna have a little series of frappes en croix, and then we're gonna work on some beats, some petit pas mas. So preparation 7, flex that heel to the ankle, 8. We have 3 frappes, 1 and 2 and 3, piqué on 4 to the side, and 1 and 2 and 3, piqué on 4. I'm going to show you the other side, this is bothering me. So we did front and side, to the back, 1 and 2 and 3, piqué on 4 to the side and side, and 2 and 3, piqué on 4. Then we have slow petit pas mas. Arm comes down on bas, we have front and back and front and back for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 8 more either at that same tempo or picking up the speed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Finish. So with these petit pas mas, I've called this the robot leg. So we're just hinging at that kneecap. The knee and the thigh and the hip don't move at all. We're just here in this coupe. So in order to do that, we really have to have that knee rotated to the side from the hip socket so that we can easily extend front and back and front and back. It's just hinging right there at the kneecap. And for the back, we don't want to hit a real coupe back with that heel attached to the back of the ankle, because we'll notice if we're in a coupe back versus a coupe front, my knee is a little bit higher to the front, and when I go to a true coupe back, my knee's dropped a little bit, and we don't want any movement of the knee happening. So I kind of do more, I think more of my toes than my heel for a petit pas mas. My toes in the front, and my toes in the back, toes in the front, toes in the back, toes in front, toes in the back, then a true coupe front, heel to the back, because then that'll drop my knee a lot. Yeah, so really just getting that hinge at the kneecap, front and side and front, and making sure that we do extend it out a little bit, not past the knee, but extend almost to the knee and back. Yeah, so we're not just going like this. We do kind of want a little bit of an extension out there. So 3 frappes to the front, piqué, en croix, 2, 3, piqué, 3 frappes, piqué, en croix, 2, 3, piqué, then 8, slow, each beat gets the count, 6, 7, 8, and then picking up the speed either half time or fast beat up mas if you're feeling it, and then we'll just finish there. With those frappes, we know that we're striking the floor with the ball of the foot. Here we go. And little preparation, 7 and 8. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Feet get to the side. Out, out, out. Feet get to the back. Out, out, out. Feet get to the side and out, out, out. Feet get beats in front, back. Go to the other side. Here's another one where we want to make sure the arm doesn't get back here. Here we go. Wait. Play with help. Take 2 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3. Piqué. Strike with the ball of the foot. Straight. Straight. Piqué. Walk the side arm to the back. 2, 3. Piqué to the side and out. 2, 3. Piqué. Here's our beats in front. Arm down. Back. Front. Back. 4 more. développé. So we have arm up. Oh my gosh, that's it. Two grandmas. So now we're using that same brush, but we don't have to stop it like dégagés. We can let that energy go all the way up to the top, but then control it, place it back down for these grandmas. So grandma, front and fifth, then front and fifth, développé, passé, front and fifth, to the side, grandma, fifth, grandma, fifth, développé, passé, knee extends, and the toe meets the knee, and fifth, to the back, brush, fifth, brush, fifth, développé, arabesque, fifth, tendu, plié, sous-sous, soutenu, plié to the left, grand but ma, control, brush, control, développé, passé, bend, fifth, to the side, same thing to the back, and then tendu, plié, sous-sous, soutenu. All right, here we go, our last thing at the bar. And arm up with high, brush, brush, développé front, to the side, développé side, weight over the ball of the foot, to the back. Let's just face the bar real quick and then find a nice first position. We're just going to release some tension in the neck. So find a nice first and elevate, press the floor away. Now feel that balance in first. Abdominals are zipped up, glutes are engaged, rotating down and back. Ribs are closed, we have a nice broad shoulder, air in the armpits, little quarter pit action. Feel that balance. We're going to rotate our head right and left. So move your head to the right and back to center. To the left and back to center. Let's try one more time. To the right and back to center. To the left and back to center. And plie and finish. Now we are done with the bar. I love doing that exercise. It helps with spotting in turns since we're not really able to practice turns much these days in our little living rooms and kitchens, but I mean, maybe you guys are doing it on your own time, I don't know. But that's a really nice spotting so that we don't have any tension in the neck, which isn't going to allow us to spot. We want to have a nice free neck. So whenever your balance is, feel free to, even if I don't specify, we're in first, feel free to take a little, it's hard to not, our head's heavy, so that balance, that spot or movement of the head can really throw you off. So feel free, whenever we're in a balance, feel free to kind of test yourself, looking right and left and see if there's any tension in your neck or if you're letting your head throw you back. Yeah, all right, enough of that. We're gonna come center. Take like 30 seconds. I'm gonna remember what I did and we'll go over it in center together. center. So we'll start with our right foot in front because we're going to balance to the right. So we're going to add a little bit more arm and leg coordinations with our steps together. Again, if they get too much, feel free to decide to place them on the hips or just keep them to the side. But here's a little arm and leg coordination action here. So we'll have 7 and 8. Balance, 1 and 2. Arms come through first. Step to the side and fit again and balance, through first and open and fit. We plie to the front on a little croisé line. We're going to rond de jambe to the back on the opposite croisé line. Plie, fit and first and open. Now ready to go to the left. Balance, arms come through first, present and fit and balance, arms present and fit. Plie on that croisé line, rond de jambe around, plie, stretch, first and open. So a little rond de jambe is tricky because we have to pivot on the ball of the foot. If we leave the heel there, we're not able to get around. So we kind of have to pivot, keep that weight over the ball of the foot so that when we go around, we're able to turn that heel just a quarter turn or an eighth turn even, so we can extend to that next arabesque line. So we're here in this plie, looking inside the fingertips. Weight is over the ball of the foot, and as we rond de jambe this leg around, we don't want to go out to it. We want to anchor over that ball of the foot so that we can pivot the heel around and extend to that other side. Yeah, that's the tricky part. One more time. Balance, present, get your weight on your standing leg, fit. Balance, weight on your standing leg, fit. Plie over the ball of the foot, extend to arabesque, plie, and stretch and open. And the other hard part is when we go around to the back, not letting this take us back as well. That's another option to close the ribs and keep this arm in front of you. Let's just hear it with the music to the right, and then we'll go right and left. And so just listening, working the arms. Balance, present, fit. Balance, arms through first, present, fit, plie, rond around, plie, first and open. All right, let's do this. We'll do right, left, right, left. It's kind of a short one and it moves nicely, so we'll do right, left, right, left. So 4 times total. Here we go. Right foot front. Brush, balance, step, fit, balance, step, fit, plie, around, plie, first and open again, step, fit, step, fit, plie to the front, over the ball of the foot around, plie, and here we go again. Balance, weight on your standing leg, balance, ribs closed, plie, over the ball of your foot, rond around, plie, first and open, balance, step, balance, step, plie, rond around, plie, first and open and finish. Good. Bit of an arm workout in addition to the movement of the legs. All right, we're going to just stretch it out to finish. So find a spot in the center if you have a mat or carpet or rug. We're just going to start sitting down. So I'll talk you through it. You can follow along. we go. Well, so let's start in a seated position. We're gonna have one leg out straight. Let's bring the left leg to the inner thigh and gently press that knee down. And we're gonna stretch away from that knee. So opening up that left hip. And now release that knee and stretch both arms over that straight leg. So not an hamstring stretch, but a side body stretch on that bent leg side. And now come up straight, flex that straight leg. Arms up, and now let's fold forward, hamstring and hip stretch. And let's switch other side. So bring the right leg to the inner thigh on the left leg. Gently press down on the knee and stretch away. Release the knee, extend both arms over that left side. And come up straight, flex that front foot. Arms up and fold over that front leg. And find yourself in a seated straddle. So legs out as wide as they can go. And let's just walk our hands forward. Keep the feet flexed, reaching the legs long. And walk our hands back up. And let's reach over to one side. Careful not to lift the hip up. Keep the opposite hip anchored down. And up and over to the other side. And come up and place the soles of the feet on the floor. Maybe some windshield wipers, some drop of the knee. And switch, which you feel kind of a release in the outer hip area. Keep windshield wipering. And find yourself in a standing position. Find yourself in a natural first position, knees tracking over those toes. And feel all 5 metatarsals anchored down to the floor. Your kneecaps are pulled up and lifted. Your glutes are rotating down and back. Your lower abdominals are zipped up. There's length in that lower spine. Close those ribs, but broaden that chest. Sternum expressing itself out. Release any tension in the neck. Shake the head no. Let the jaw and the earlobes hang heavy. Imagine a string attached to the nape of your neck and it's pulling up to the ceiling. Take one more big deep breath in. And exhale, release it all out. And we're done. All right, thank you everyone for joining me this Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your cold, chilly Tuesday. And I'll see you next week. Bye, thank you.